Three, two, one, here we go. This is our math session for today. Lesson 6, metric units of capacity, which is page 433 in your class workbook. Let's get started. This is going to be, this lesson has the same concept of the two lessons that we took before, which is converting metric units of mass and converting metric units of length. Well, as you can see here in the picture, I have here a graduated cup, a graduated cylinder, a dropper, some measurement spoons, and here's some tools that you use in making experiments. All of these objects are used to measure volume of liquids. And when we're talking about volume of liquids, we're talking about liters and milliliters as units of measurement. So the unit of measuring the volume of liquids is going to be by milliliters and liters according to the metric system. Of course, there are other words used or other units used like cups, ounce, but our lesson today will cover the metric units of capacity. So as you can see here, the eyedropper one eyedropper has approximately 1 milliliter. One eyedropper contains 1 milliliter, and a bottle of water or juice contains a liter. A liter is 4 cups, by the way, and the eyedropper contains approximately 20 drops. So a milliliter is approximately 20 tiny drops, and the liter contains 4 cups. Each cup has a capacity of 250 milliliters. Well, in our lesson today, we're going to choose appropriate measurement for different items and to complete conversions through liters and milliliters. So liters and milliliters are our vocabulary for today, and those are grams and milligrams. And finally, I have here a video for you. You can watch it when I upload this presentation on your Coursera account. So let me here have a blank chart, and here we go, a blank chart. Now what do I need? I usually bring the conversion chart to you, but now I'm gonna draw it for you, and of course you have to learn how to draw it and how to apply it on your conversions. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sorry, this always happens. I don't know what is the reason, but 1, 2, 3, okay, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's write here. Remember, King Henry, let me write it here. King Henry, capital H, doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. And I'm gonna use this sentence to help me write the units here. So here we go. This is king, which is kilo. Then hecto for Henry. Then deca, which is doesn't. Then usually, which is the unit. Yes, I'm gonna change the color. unit. Then King Henry doesn't usually drink, which is DC. Then centi, well, this takes time, but never mind. Centi. And finally, yep, milli, which is, so King Henry doesn't total drink chocolate milk, which is kilo, hecto, deca, unit, DC, centi, milli, and the word unit, as we said before, the word unit, come on here, yep, and the word unit, which is written here in green, unit, stands for meter or liter and gram. In our lesson today, we're gonna cover the liter. So when I say that the unit is liter today, it will be about kiloliter, hectoliter, decaliter, deciliter, centiliter, and milliliter. And here you should mention that whenever you go down, you will multiply by 10 in each step you go down. And whenever you go up, you have to divide by 10 in every single step you go up. Got it? Great. So let's see how we're gonna apply this on our lesson. Here we go. Well, here he's asking us how or to complete each of the following, and he's asking us how many liters does how many milliliters does 6.77 liters equal? So simply, you're gonna see what are you gonna multiply the liters by. Okay, I'm gonna multiply. This is the first point. First point, I'm gonna multiply because I'm converting from a big unit to a small unit, and as you can see there in the chart that you have to multiply whenever you go down from liter to milliliters. There are 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. So multiply by 1,000. Yep. Then go back to our, yes, here we go. Go back here. Here we go. So we're going to multiply here by 1,000, and remember we have a decimal point. So what should we do with the decimal point? What we're going to do is to remove the decimal point 3 times as much as zeros as we have. So we move it to the right because we're multiplying, and by multiplying numbers gets bigger. So 6,770 6,770 milliliters. Okay, now from milliliters to liters. Remember, what are you converting? Am I converting from a small unit to a big unit? Yes, from a small unit to a big unit, which means dividing by, yep, 1,000. So remember, it is division. Okay, do you have a decimal point? This is not a decimal point, this is a comma. I don't have a decimal, so I'm gonna put it here, then move it backwards 3 times. 1, 2, 3. So the answer will be 1.5, 1.5 liters. So 1.5 liters is 1,500 milliliters. Again, here from milliliters to liters, we're gonna also divide by 1,000. So annex here a decimal point, then move it backwards. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 2.190. You're free to write it or not. I mean the 0. Well, let's look at question 4. Now I have 4,560 and 3/4 of a liter. How many milliliters are they? Remember that 3/4 is 0.75. So you can just simply write the number that you already have here. Then instead of the 3/4, you're going to write 0.75. 0.75. Then remember, from a big to a small, we just multiply, so move it 2 times, 1, 2, 3, so the number will be 4, 6, sorry, 4, 5, 6, 0, 7, 5, 0, and by putting the commas here, it's 4,560,750 milliliters. Okay, what about 3 and 1 over 8? Well, 1 over 8 also, you have to know that 1 over 8 is, I need to change the color, it is 3.125. Where did I get this from? Well, you just divide the 1 by 8, divide 1 by 8, you will get this number 0.25. Then since you're converting from a big unit to a small unit, you have to multiply by 1000. So you move it 3 times, so you're gonna get 3, 1, 2, 5. Then finally we have this number. Okay, that looks somehow confusing, but remember, this is a fraction, and we need to write it as a decimal. Well, how many zeros do I have here? 1, 2, 3. So remember this way: 1, 2, 3 dashes, then a comma. Sorry, then a decimal. Then put the 2 here, the 7 here, the 8 here. Then the 9 stands in the whole numbers portion. Then we are going to convert this to milliliters by just multiplying by 1000, which is moving the decimal 3 times to the right, which will give you 9,872. Okay, well, that took a long time, but hopefully you understood. Now, look at question B. Bernice read that the average amount of water that a human should drink per day is 2 liters. So she decided to drink 1 over 4 a liter at a time 8 times a day. She will drink 1 over 8 of a liter, 1 over 4 of a liter at time, which is 8 times a day. How many milliliters will she drink each time? How many milliliters will she drink each time? Well, he is asking you. So 1 over 4 of a liter, how many milliliters is this? So simply you will say 1 over 4 equals 0.25. Yep, I know this. I know that 1 over 4 is 0.25. So you just, okay, liters. Then we're gonna convert it into milliliters, which is only multiplying by 1000. Remember to move the decimal to the right. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 2, 5, 0, 10. Then let's go to the next page now. Here you're gonna just think about what is the number you're gonna multiply by to complete it, but he already finished it for you. So you're gonna multiply by 1000 from liters to milliliters, and you're gonna divide by 1000 over there if you wanna convert from milliliters to liters. As same as this one here, question B, circle the correct answer. 2.5 liters. Well, remember, a half a liter is 500 milliliter, so it is this one. And if you don't know, just convert it into 2.5 and go to the chart that you draw, then go forward by adding zeros. Now from milliliters, 30 milliliters, how many liters are they? So from a small to a big, you're going to divide by 1000. So put a decimal, move it 3 times, you will get 0.03. And finally 0.75 liters, how many milliliters are they? You're going to just move the decimal 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 750. Yep, here we go. Then finally down there, in this page, you're gonna here just convert to make the sentences true. I'm gonna do some of them. 45 milliliters, how many or 0.45 liters, which of them is bigger? So as I told you before, remember, convert the big to the small. So just move 3 times to be 450. So this is bigger. For this one, this is 7 liters, which is 7,000 milliliters. So this is bigger. And here you're gonna move this 3 times because you're multiplying by 1,000. They're gonna be equaled. Then here 3/4 and 745 milliliters. 3/4 is 750. Yes. Then move it 3 times. That's 750. So this is bigger. 6 and 4th, which is 6.25. You have to know, yeah, grade 4, 5. What is 1 over 4? 1 over 4 is 25.25. 1 over 2 is 0.5. 3/4 or 3 over 4 is 0.75. So just remember these basic mathematical information. Move it 3 times. You're gonna get 6,250, which is less than 6,255. I spoke a lot today. Well, 2.5 and 250. Well, 1.5. They think that it is hard. No, it is not. 1.5. 1.5 is 1.5. I will convert it into milliliters. It will be 1,500. Then by adding it to 250, I will get 1,750 milliliters. Okay, then here I'm gonna convert this into liters. Remember, 2 over 4 is a half, so this is 1.5, and as you can see, it is less than this one. Or there's even a more simple way to do this. Just convert this into 1 over 2. You're gonna see that 1 over 2 and 250 milliliters is bigger than 1 and 2 over 4. Finally, the last page. Okay. A supermarket sold for 40. Yes, I get it. A supermarket sold 40 of the 1.5 liter bottles of water daily. How many milliliters of water did the supermarket sell after 1 week? Well, it's a compound question, so you're just gonna think about it. They bought 41.5 liters daily in 1 day. So he's asking how many milli. Let's convert this to the amount of milliliters they sell every day. Every day. So you're gonna multiply 40 by 1.5, which is 60 watt liters. 60 liters, this is per day. 60 liters per day. In 1 week, they will sell 60 times 7, which is 420 liters, which equals with milliliters. Just multiply it by 1,420 and add 3 zeros. That's the 0. So in 1 week, they sell 420,000 milliliters. Finally, to the vocabulary check here. The units of capacity in the metric system are the liter, and the milliliters, and the appropriate metric unit for the capacity of a milk carton is, yes, a liter. Well, thanks for joining this session. I hope you understood and see you as soon as possible.